Donald Trump has failed to end Vladimir Putin's war in Ukraine 206 times. Here's how we arrived at that calculation.
There's a very easy negotiation to take place. I will have it solved within 1 day.
And I'll have that done. I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done.
Donald Trump did not solve this war in his first 24 hours in the presidency this year. And he has now had 206 24-hour periods in which to, as he put it, solve this war. Donald Trump will not solve this war tomorrow, and he remains incapable of solving it since he doesn't even know who to blame for starting this war.
I think that what we have is a situation that should never have started, should have never started. It didn't start under me, and for 4 years it wasn't even discussed. And I could see it was going to happen after I left. I could see what was happening. Everything that we did was wrong. Everything that was done was wrong. Everybody's to blame. Putin's to blame. They're all to blame.
Donald Trump was not asked who was to blame for Adolf Hitler's invasion of Poland, which started World War II. But if he thinks everybody is to blame for Vladimir Putin's invasion of Ukraine, then according to Trumpian logic, everybody's to blame for everything Adolf Hitler did, too. What Donald Trump will succeed at tomorrow is distracting most media attention from Donald Trump's involvement with his old friend, Jeffrey Epstein, the raper of children who said, "I was Donald's closest friend for 10 years." Vladimir Putin knows Donald Trump needs this meeting tomorrow to help Donald Trump distract attention from his involvement in the Epstein files, which means that Vladimir Putin knows once again Donald Trump needs a meeting with Vladimir Putin more than Vladimir Putin needs a meeting with Donald Trump. And so Donald Trump is flying all the way to Alaska to avoid questions about Jeffrey Epstein and to take reporters' questions about the war that Donald Trump not only did not solve in 24 hours, but has no idea how to solve. Joining us now is David Rothkopf, foreign affairs analyst and columnist for The Daily Beast. He is the CEO and host of the Deep State Radio podcast. David, thank you very much for joining us tonight. When you hear Donald Trump today saying everybody's to blame, it's very clear he's flying into something he does not comprehend tomorrow.
Yeah, and it also shows that Donald Trump's position on this war has never changed. He took Putin's position. He tried to share the blame with the Ukrainians. He has said that the Russians are entitled to the lands they've claimed, that the people of Crimea want to be part of Russia. He has steadily backed Putin and pulled away the aid that we've been giving to Ukraine. And I don't see any reason to expect that tomorrow's meeting is going to produce a sea change in Donald Trump. I think you're going to get more kind of cozying up to Putin and none of the kind of toughness that he said he was going to, unleash if Putin didn't agree with him.
What is Vladimir Putin seeking to accomplish?
Well, I think Vladimir Putin, first of all, has already gotten something big, right? He's been isolated by the West ever since the escalation of the war in Ukraine, and has only been seen, I think, by two Western leaders, Slovakia and Hungary. And now he's being invited to the United States, hosted in the United States. That's a big win for him. You've also got Trump and Witkoff and other people in the Trump administration talking about things other than Ukraine, about how there could be economic cooperation, how we can normalize with the Russians, how we can, have arms control agreements with the Russians. So Trump is helping Putin change the subject. Putin's winning and he's winning. I'll say one other thing. The biggest wins Putin's going to get tomorrow, we probably won't know what they are because there's going to be a private meeting. There are going to be no note takers. We're not going to know what happens in that room. And that's the room where a lot of Europeans and where Vladimir Zelensky believe Trump is effectively going to sell Ukraine down the river.
David Rothkopf, thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.